rugged sophistication, character. You know, when you talk about any piece of apparel, especially footwear, in these types of terms, that you are probably looking at a winner. And in the case of the Thusday Presidents in brown chrome leather, that is absolutely the case. This relatively new and up-and-coming brand has done something very impressive with these extremely beautiful yet simple plain-toe boots. In this review, we'll be going into the details of the construction of these boots, the story of the company, and what I like about this boot. Even though it isn't perfect in every way, it's pretty darn near perfect, especially for the price. The Presidents are Thusday Boot Co.'s very clean take on the plain toe boot. These boots certainly deliver on the traditional dressy boot experience with large swaths of chrome full grain leather and a full Goodyear welt, but they surprisingly also deliver on comfort. This is not only due to the generous rubber outsoles, which give the boot very versatile traction, but also the fact that in addition to the cork bed midsole, there's an EVA comfort strip. But let's take a step back for a second. Thusday Boot Co. was founded in 2014 by two entrepreneurs, Connor Wilson and Nolan Welsh, out of New York City. And they collaborate with a number of bootmakers globally to make some very sophisticated boots. And I might want to mention their website is really on point, breaking down the construction of these boots in great detail. These boots source leather from Lafargue, a Mexican tannery, one of the largest, and one that also ethically produces many of their leathers. So this is a very nice quality leather, even though it's a lesser known brand. Yep, these boots are made in Mexico, but I have to say that the quality of construction rivals many American boot brands that I've handled. You have beautiful glove-lined interiors, handsome stitching throughout, and attention to detail throughout the entire boot. You've got very nice quality construction, evidence of real craftsmanship, minimal branding. This is one thing that's nice, is the Thusday Boot Co. is just basically embossed on the inside of the boot. And stitching quality throughout the boot is very solid. You also have very nice hardware that matches the aesthetics of the boot very well. And overall, the stitching's held up very well. There's been a little bit of fraying, but honestly, I've seen that in American boots as well. This is the flat wax lace, which goes very well with the boot. It's a little bit more formal than the round laces you'll see in a pair of Red Wing Iron Rangers. The Iron Rangers are definitely built to a more rugged standard. They're trying to do something different. The Thusdays are definitely much more on the dress boot side. In fact, they remind me a lot of my Allen Edmond cap toe shoes, my dress shoes. And honestly, I found myself comparing construction of these two pairs of boots and shoes pretty closely. And I have to say that if you had to do a blind test with me, it would be very difficult to be able to say which one was made by Allen Edmonds and which one was manufactured out of Mexico. Now, other things about the boot that I think are noteworthy. Of course, the leather. This is the brown leather, and to me it has an incredible patina that's very reminiscent of the color of Cordovan number 8. It isn't exactly the same texture or the same feel as Cordovan, but it's absolutely developing character that I love. With the Goodyear welt construction, the cork bed midsole, and the EVA comfort strip, I was wondering to see how that extra EVA comfort strip would add to the break-in process or change it. Basically, all it did was take the edge off, and so what I found was that I was really able to enjoy breaking in the leather uppers, which, that's one thing that in a quality pair of boots, it just molds to your feet in an incredibly comfortable way. And breaking in the cork bed midsole with that EVA comfort strip meant that it was really, very pleasant, very straightforward. All the reputation of breaking in traditional formal dress boots, just seemed to fade away, and I found myself wearing these boots all the time for informal occasions as well as some formal occasions, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. These boots were true to size for me. I have 11.5 and D width feet, and I found that they definitely are a little bit narrower in the toe than some of the Red Wings that I've previously reviewed, but I would say they're right on par for a typical pair of dress shoes as far as width goes, so they're definitely accurate overall. Beyond the high quality construction and the fact that they broke in really nicely, the best praise that I can give these boots is actually praise that I can give on a more personal note. Truth is, I chose these boots to take on a fairly long road trip, which culminated in a formal interview for a high school administrator position, kind of dream job for me. And because the interviews went really well, the boots went great with my suit, I was offered a new job, and so I'm moving up to Minnesota. So I could talk about how these are a great price for $200. I could talk about the quality of construction, how it's really arguably as good as many mainline brands. And I would definitely like to thank Thusday Boot Co. for sending me these boots for review. But the honest truth is, they're just amazing boots, and I've really bonded with them because of my personal experiences. I would hope that you would too. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more formal boots and what you're wearing these days. And as always, thanks a lot for watching.